Okay, so I'm here to give you guys a little bit of hope. I have not done a video for a while, and honestly, I've been so busy with all this great stuff that's happening. I'm talking to a lot of people who were so full of hope and are losing that hope because of everything they're seeing. And so I wanted to come and do this. I don't know how long this will be. I don't know even what I'm going to say. I just know the conversation I had with one of my beautiful people in my world led to this video. So I want to give a little hope and a little bit of perspective. I'm going to try and talk in code, and I'm going to try and have you guys go figure stuff out for yourself, because I don't want to get deleted off of any platform right now just because of this video, because I think there's more to be said and more to be done. So before I get deleted off Facebook. So, or YouTube, wherever this ends up. Here's what I want you guys to understand, is we are at a pivoting point right now where you get to make a choice. Now you get to make it. Here's what I want to ask you guys. If you have not watched The Hunger Games, you need to go watch it. And you need to go watch it a few times, because this is imperative to this part of where we're at right now. And once you've watched that, come back to me and tell me what you see. Now, here's what's happening. There's two sides fighting. And there was a scene in one of the Hunger Games. I've watched these movies a million times. I've studied them very closely. And here's what you understand, is we are living in the Hunger Games right now. And we are controlled. We are divided into sections. We're divided into what we do for a living. We're divided in our color. We're divided in our race. We're divided in our gender. We're divided in every way possible. The umbrella of being equal and everything distributed equal, the umbrella that one side promises, is what is the reality in the first part of the Hunger Games. For a price. What is that price? That price is your freedom. The price is when you get to travel, how you get to travel, where you can go, what you can buy, how much of it you can buy, how much you get paid. All of that is controlled. Oh, wait, that's right now. That's already happening. So what is happening right now is that we are getting our freedom back. And what happens when you get your freedom back is a lot of ugly things have to happen. A lot of truths have to happen. And so if you're already awake to everything that's going on, you need to turn off everything. That's this side and that side. Turn it all off. All of it. Keep in the loop the certain people who keep you going, keep you understand. And understand, I had a call come in, so got to start over. So delete everything until its core, and really ask yourself, when you're watching something, when you're reading something, when you're listening to something, whether it's what you perceive as the truth or not, how does it make you feel? Does it give you anxiety? Does it give you fear? If it does, it is not your truth. So pay attention. If you're watching something, it needs to make you feel good. It needs to give you hope. God and our future does not use fear. So if you're feeling fearful, you either don't know enough about what's going on, or you're listening to something that is not truth for your heart. Okay, so back to the Hunger Games. Now, there's a point in that movie, and I'm holding something I'm going to show you guys after, that has a very much big part of this. So keep watching, because it plays a part in this whole story. But there's a part in the Hunger Games that Katniss says, the girl on fire, she says, when the guy from the other side, who they should have been together, we are two sides right now. There's the people that want what they think is freedom, and then there's the ones who believe in the true freedom, but they don't understand what's actually going on, and so they're fighting so hard. And so they're fighting for both the exact same thing, but they don't understand that they're being pawned. So I will continue. I keep getting calls. But that's okay. Good calls. Creating a future. So what I was saying was that the pawn, the game, we are all pawns in a game to separate us and give us the illusion of freedom. Now, when you wake up to that fact. And that's why I'm saying I'm talking to those who are awake, those who understand the 8D perspective, those who are free of it all, out of the matrix, unplugged. Even some of the ones who claim that they're out of the matrix are getting wrapped up in this because they thought they knew what was going on. They had a lot of faith that everything was going to be okay, and then what they think is happening isn't happening, and so there's a lot of doubt, which leads to fear and anxiety. And so I thought now is a good time to bring this up. So if you're out of the matrix completely, you will not be following either narrative. You will be following the narrative you're creating through freedom and abundance and that 8D infinite space. So you are not real time. You are in a different perspective of things. So I was talking to somebody today, and she was we were discussing all of this and how exciting this is, that what we're going through right now is the cleanup of the old ways and creating some beautiful creation. And no matter what, guys, no matter what, we are going to be okay. You're going to be okay. We are blessed right now to live during this time. So many generations before us have tried to make this happen and have been eliminated, have been taken out because freedom is no good. Now, if you remember the Hunger Games, as I was talking about, there's a lot of stuff in there. So go watch those movies. There's 4 of them. Go watch them over and over and over until you understand what's actually being said. Now, there's a part in there that President Snow says to the game maker. He says, there is only one thing greater, stronger than fear, and that is hope. We have to drive fear. We have to eliminate hope in these people. We have to give them just enough hope that they think they can win, and then we take it away. And so that fear is stronger than the hope if they can drive it deep enough. I have to look that up so I say it properly. How did he say that? Can somebody, I need someone to post that in here, because I'm running on like less sleep than I should be. So sometimes I'm saying what I think I'm saying and I'm meaning something else. But that is one of those examples. Now there's another moment in the movie, and this is a part I want to bring up, is when the two sides are fighting, okay? When we should all be united against who the real enemy is. Ask yourself, who is the real enemy? Because that's who we're fighting, not each other, not the guys over there and the guys over here. We are all in this together to the new space that we want to create. So there's a point in that game where the two sides are fighting, and they're trying to wake up the other side to say, guys, stop, like, work with us because we're trying to create freedom, kind of what's going on right now. And they're not waking up, so they're bombing each other. And there's one point where Katniss goes to try and help somebody, and it ends up that he's playing dead, and so he has a gun to her head, and she says to him, she looks in his eyes, she's like, you need to know, shoot me, I don't care, I'm no longer going to be a pawn in this game. So it is each of our responsibilities to wake up right now and understand that if you are driving fear, if you are believing fear, if you are spreading anything but the truth, if you are talking about anything of what's going on right now outside of your future, if you're not talking about creating future and hope and love and abundance, then you need to understand there's this one thing we need to decide. You need to decide. And I decided this a long time ago. When I left religion, when I left what wasn't okay for me anymore. Twice I've started over in my life. And it was then that I said, I will no longer be a pawn in this game. Fighting this side, fighting that side. You fix that, fix this, and I will no longer be a pawn in the game. Now you need to decide as an individual that you no longer are a pawn in the game. You've taken yourself out of the matrix. None of this no longer affects you. You can feel the emotion of everybody around you, but that doesn't mean you need to step into that emotion. It doesn't mean you have to give up control to that emotion. So I wanted to spread a little bit of that hope and help you guys understand that we are in an amazing time. And if you're worried, just remember, everything's okay. The good guys are winning. And I don't mean him or him. Okay, I'm not dropping names because I don't want to be deleted for this video. But just look, just watch. Watch the Hunger Games. Tell me I'm wrong. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. I'm not for one side or the other. And I know what one side is doing versus what the other side is doing. I know what's going on. But I choose to follow the straight path of the future I want to create. And that's freedom for everybody. That's what we all want. So we need to unite. It's about the kids. And if someone's on that same agenda, I'm on your side. I don't care what else it is about. It's about one thing, and that's our freedom. So let's together have our freedom, not vote for anybody. We need to get out of the system, stop voting for the system. Okay? The system is broken. We need to get out of the system, whether that's banking, whether that's anything. Our money is ours. We need to take it back. All of this, it's our time. It's your time. But the first decision you have to make is that you no longer want to be a pawn in this game. Go watch those movies. And I want to tell you something. I had something created. I met a really amazing person here, and he makes essential oils, puts together blends that are amazing. And I seen he had put together a comic series of oils, and I asked him, I said, do you not have a Hunger Games one? Because that's my thing. I'm so excited. I love it. It has shown me so much. It's helped me break out of the matrix and understanding what's really going on. And he said no. So he made me one, and I'm going to show it to you. This is very symbolic, and it has really helped me to really hold some belief. So I let you guys see that. Can you see that? That's the Mockingjay symbol. And it says, Girl on Fire. Isn't that amazing? Now, that's why. The significance of this is uncanny. So go watch the movies. I just want you guys to know you're going to be okay. And I know normally I try and cut my videos short. I try to keep them short, keep them to the point. But at the end of the day, I have kind of unplugged from a lot of people, whether or not they were telling the truth. I stopped following most of the gurus anymore because it's time for you guys to find your truth. So I'm not going to tell you, oh, this side is doing this. Oh, he's going to do that. Oh, this is the plan. I know what I know, but at the end of the day, you guys have to go look for your own truth. So I'm not here to tell you what's going on. I'm not here to give you my opinion. More or less, just help you find your truth. There's a spark inside of you that was taken from you, many of you, many, many years ago. And what happens with that spark is when it gets taken from you, whether that's through abuse, rape, sexual harassment, whether that's as a child in a religious system, whatever it is, your spark is taken from you because they know that if they take your spark early, that you will forever be under their control. You will forever be loyal to their control. And so the first thing first is to break from that matrix of control and emotional using of you, and understand that you have to rebuild yourself entirely sometimes. And that mind rebuild process is painful. It can be excruciating, but at the end of the day, it's growing pains. And just before we break through a ceiling is when things get the worst, because our heads are hitting that ceiling and it's breaking out, it's breaking free. And if you don't know what's going on right now, totally and fully in an 8D, 5 to 8D perspective, you're going to be very scared. You're going to be fearful. You might have lost a little hope. You might be really questioning those that you thought were in control. And here's the end of, here it is. It comes down to, it's okay. Everything's okay. What you're seeing is cleanup. What you're seeing is the finishing of something beautiful. What you're seeing is everything rolling out exactly the way it's supposed to. It's taking longer. It is taking longer than even I expected. Like I said the other day, I'm running out of popcorn up here. Like, this movie, how long is this movie? And so you guys know what I mean. But it's stressful. It's stressful for everybody. But the anxiety isn't there. Because when you're afraid, you become anxious. And when you lose that hope. So stop listening to everybody else. Stop looking for that affirmation or that video or that post or that proof, because unplug yourself, go outside, ground yourself, get connected to you, listen to some music, find a business to get yourself into. Guys, if you're not in some kind of outside source of business right now, business and money, if you're not investing in other things right now, when the system crashes, you will be one of the people that's like, when you're a pawn in the game and the game falls apart, what happens? The pawns are collateral damage. It was just an oops, well. So I don't want to be in that position. So I choose to open my eyes, open my ears, don't bury your head in the sand, and say, look, I get that this is going on. How can I take responsibility for my future? And fast. We're running out of time, guys. So get with somebody who can really help you through this, whether that's, through business, whatever it is. But find your support system. And remember, go watch the Hunger Games. Come message me after. I don't know how far this video is going. If it's going to go anywhere. Who knows? I'm really just putting it out there to drive a little hope and to have you guys know that it's all going to be okay. Everything is okay. Don't be a pawn in the game, and choose to step out of the matrix, and don't wait for someone to unplug you. Just unplug yourself. Choose to look forward, start rebuilding that future that you want, and it's going to be okay. I don't know what social media to even tell you to follow me on, because they're leaving, they're getting eliminated, they're falling apart. So I am going to move my entire business over to a new platform. I don't know yet where. I'm on MeWe. I hear lots of good things about Signal or Telegram, but then I hear that those are going to be eliminated. It really is all up in the air right now. And so just hang in there. Make sure you have some cash. Make sure you have groceries, food. And be safe. Be careful. Everyone around you going crazy, just remain calm, understanding that it's going to be okay. It really is. It really is. And it's choice. So let's not be a pawn in the game anymore. Let everyone who wants to fight it out the way they want to fight it out. I'm here to choose and protect all those who cannot protect themselves. That's why I started this mission to begin with. I started this mission to end trafficking and end sexual abuse and end all of that vicious circle long before I even knew any about this. So I've had dreams. I see things. I understand things when I see things, and I know what the truth is. I can feel it, understand it. No one knows the outcome, because we're shifting timelines every single minute. We are shifting all over the place. And so that's why it feels so crazy right now. So you choose. You choose. You wake up and you choose how it's going to go. And understand that what you're seeing real time has already been done. So stop watching. Stop watching the movie. Just walk out of the theater. Step into the real world. And this real world over here, it's beautiful. It's abundant. It's amazing. And the only challenges we're facing right now on this side of things is really, and honestly, I feel like I'm talking to you from like another dimension, and I'm like reaching back and talking in 3D. It's so weird. But there's a lot of stuff that we're going to find out. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to see and hear and feel and taste and touch. It's going to be so amazing. But right now, all the confusion that we're feeling is just the world's energy waking up and understanding. And the process of the emotions is the anger, the betrayal. When you leave a religious system, you go through a phase of anger, knowing you've been betrayed. Pieces of you have been taken from you. Things that you thought were true were not. And the entire mind extreme that you go through during that process is what the entire world's going through. I can't even imagine how crazy it is out there with everyone going through what I went through 10 years ago and through that whole process. It is painful. It is scary. It is sad. It is frustrating. And you feel so used. You feel so abused. You get so many flashbacks and moments, and you just want to stop it all. And so I just want you to know, you guys, take a step out of the matrix. Start watching movies that can tell you what's going on in your own spirit. And go watch The Hunger Games. Tell me what you think. It's the best movies in the world, my favorite. And The Girl on Fire. Love you guys. Reach out, please. Anything I can do to bring more hope, I will. I love you guys. Peace out. See you from the 8D perspective, okay? You're going to be okay.